Y'all, we are back in the building and we have got to discuss the fact that Nene's got a man at home. Okay, again. All right, again. Listen, if y'all like reality TV related content, be sure to hit the subscribe button and also like this video. I am, of course, in a new space, which is why there is literally nothing exciting going on behind me. So all you got to look at is my face. So, with that being said, we're going to be discussing Miss Nene Leakes and the love of her life. Maybe. All right. And the Beverly Hills reunion looks. All right. So let's tap in, shall we? I think we shall. So the Jasmine brand is reporting that Nene and Nyoni are back together. Okay. So, or seemingly back together after he shows his love for her on social media. Thank you for being my partner in crime. Listen, they break up and get back together almost as many times as Kim Zolciak and Croy call the police on each other, baby. It is giving it's really giving Rocky Road. It's giving Rocky Romance. It's giving Caught in a Bad Romance. I kid. I am just kidding. I am just kidding. For real, for real. Y'all know I am the biggest like advocate of love that you will ever meet. Okay. Well, maybe not quite ever, but you know what I'm saying. I am just a lover of love, and I love when people find it. You know what I'm saying? I miss Nene getting on her YouTube and then telling us all about the ways that this man is a narcissist or alleged. Let me put the alleged badge because she don't ever put a name to it. But what she'll do is she will talk about it and then show a video of him. And that leads me to believe, like, girl, are you calling him the narcissist or nah? Like, put an ad on it, sis. Put an ad on it for us who are nosy in the back since you keep talking about it. Anyway, with that being said, let's get into the things that are being said. All right. So, in an Instagram post on Monday, yesterday, they say the African entrepreneur Nyoni posted several pictures of the pair together. Now, for the caption, he wrote, "Thank you for being my partner in crime, my confidante, and my greatest support. Your love and understanding mean the world to me. I appreciate you more than words can express." So Nene apparently responded with 4 red heart emojis in the comments. Then following that, okay, Nene Leakes shared a video on her Instagram story of several rose petals, roses in a clear vase, a designer bag, and shoes on a glass table. Daniel Caesar and hers best part was playing over the clip. Then she wrote, "Thank you," and then tagged Nyoni. All right. So here is the post in question. As you guys can see, they actually look really good together, to be quite honest with you. They make for quite an attractive couple. So listen, I understand the vibes, but is it a toxic situation that we be like y'all be? Because it's one thing I feel like for them to be on and off in private and for us not to know about it. But I think it's another thing when there are clearly signs and then she clearly be talking about the situation or alluding to it or something of that nature. And then posting like it just in my mind, in my mind, I just do feel like when you kind of like for a certain age bracket for me, I feel like keep your love life private. I can understand when the young folks do it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the age that they grew up in the age of social media. But I feel like for a lot of us, I feel like we at a space where where we grown and we not doing all of that. So it's always shocking to me when I see people who I feel like have the wisdom to know not to do these things when I see them do it. But the flip side of that is it is her life, it is his life, and they are grown and they can do whatever they want. Okay. So during it, they write right here, their social media love comes after Leakes confirmed she was taking a break from her and Nyoni's relationship in 2023. During an interview with Carlos King, she basically said, "We are taking a break. We've been taking a break." And she added, "It's things I'm not happy with, things he's not happy with. It's just not working at the moment." Then she says he is single. So if any of the ladies out there want to holler at him, go right on ahead. Okay? Go right on ahead with your bad self. So I don't know, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole situation. Listen, if they have found love in the hopeless place or in the hopeful place, I am 100% here for it. Now, let's get into these Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion looks that were just released. All right. Now, we're going to have to kind of go a little all over the map for this to really get into it, right? And I'm gonna make this as big as I possibly can so that you guys can really, really get I don't want to do that. Really, really get a good look. Well, we'll do it for now, right? So this is the look overall. I think what they have done with the backdrop is created some type of LED like version of Beverly Hills at night. So if that's what you kind of see in the back, that's what it looks like. They did a similar thing with the Real Housewives of Orange County this past reunion, I think. So, or the last reunion that they did. And so I'm assuming that they're doing it again for Beverly Hills. My issue has always been with Beverly Hills is that there seems to be no clear theme going on. Maybe there is some color selection process that is supposed to all fit within a unifying theme. But whenever you put their looks together, they just never do it for me. And for the network to put so much money into, it seems like the promotion of Beverly Hills and what they get to do and the trips they get to go on and the fabulosity, these women never seem to show up in the way that I would expect them to. And for those of you guys who are new here, we typically discuss the reunion fashions because I am into the world of fashion in general. So I just love the conversation, right? And because we love the housewives and we love to talk about all things and all the things that they do, let's get into the reunion looks for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills this season. Now, I haven't recapped this season, to be very honest with you, because for the most part, I just wanted to have some shows that I just watched for my own pure enjoyment. It is a very difficult task to recap a show because I have to not only watch it, I have to make notes on it. So I'm like working while I'm listening to it. And so sometimes that takes the joy out of what I'm like. Just sometimes you just want to watch something, not even for work, and you just want to enjoy it. And that's what I decided to do with Beverly Hills this season. But I did want to come on here and I wanted to discuss these looks because I am overall just in a sheer state of disappointment yet again. Okay. If you look at this, it looks like a menagerie of a cornucopia of things that are going right and wrong. And we're going to go down the line and discuss who was actually right and who might have gotten it just a wee bit wrong. All right. So, first things first, let's talk about Erica Jane. Now, I am certain, and we could possibly go to her Instagram page and see a better picture because some of them I did need to do that, right? But I feel like this photo right here does give us a clear-cut example of what she is wearing. For me, it's a cute look for her. I mean, overall, I like the structure of what she has on. I usually feel like they are given the assignment type of cocktail attire. You never really see Beverly Hills or Orange County with like the ball gowns that are, filled with, you know, ruffles and frilly things. So that's always usually an interesting distinction amongst the ladies. When I looked at the Real Housewives of Miami reunion looks, whoever did their styling, baby, those looks are fire, okay? Fire. And you would think that this being Beverly Hills, you would get the same thing. But Being that Beverly Hills is the land of smoke and mirrors, when left to their own devices, it seems as though the ladies don't always make the best fashion choices. In this regard, Erica Jane to me just looks okay. The dress is not bad. It just looks like something she would normally wear. So I guess it's on par for her usual. And I don't know. Let me know what you would give this in the comment section down below. It's not bad. I wish I knew what the theme was so I could tell whether or not she was on or off. But since they all seem to be going to different places, it's really hard to tell. All right, so look, this is a love it or leave it look. This is a like it or hate it look. When I first saw this, I said, what in the Little Red Riding Hood is going on here? What in the Scarlet Letter is happening here? What in the am I channeling Grace Jones? Am I doing here? Like I had to try to get it together in my mind what was happening. But what I can say is I have to give Dorit snaps because while I feel like she hasn't really been bringing it in her confessionals like she used to, or as much I feel like on the show as she used to, something just seems like it's not there anymore. Maybe it's the darker colored hair that I feel like detracts from her overall look, but I do feel like this is a completely unique look. It is heads and tails above and beyond what anybody else put in terms of effort. I don't even know that she should be at this reunion with these ladies because whoever and whomever came up with this idea, I just feel like they were like, we are gonna send Dorit in looking like she is going to the Met and bump what you heard and bump whatever they told us this theme was. I'm gonna give her some snaps for taking such a bold risk, and you can either love it or you can leave it. I'm gonna let you guys do your thing in the comment section down below. When I first saw it, I was like, I don't love it. The more I looked at it and the more I thought about it, I was like, I'm gonna give her snaps because this is a bold look right here. This is a bold look. So let's see where it goes. All right. Crystal to me, Crystal, I think is a beautiful girl. And I feel like she's young, she's effervescent, in a very quiet, kind of like chill, relaxed way. Um, this dress to me seems very muted for the reunion. Perhaps because she's standing right against these trees and she is almost blending in with the background. But of course, I'm also colorblind. I would like to give her snaps for this look, but I really can't because I just don't feel like she's going to the same event. It didn't feel like anything, like any real effort was made to do something, to wow us in any way, except for I just felt like she was going to yet another filmed event, right? That's just how I feel. You guys let me know in the comment section down below. All right, so let's take a look at Kyle Richards. Now, what you can't see right here is that the dress has this like little ruching at the waist or whatever. It's kind of giving it a cinched in look. Um, um I is something about the stance maybe and the puckered smile and the hair. I feel like I would have wanted to give her some bigger hair. I don't really know what's going on. Maybe it's a half up ponytail in the back. I really don't know. The ears are kind of sticking. Listen, I don't know. What I do know is that this, I mean, I don't know what it's really giving me, but it's not much. It doesn't look like I can't imagine going to look at reunion gowns and then being like, you know what? That's the one. That's the one we're gonna do right there. I don't know what nobody else is wearing, girl, but I know what I'm wearing. That's what this look gives me. Um, it again looks like something she might wear during the season to some event, and I just don't feel like the effort was made again to wow us. I feel like again the thing with Dorit was I felt like she wanted to wow, and I have to applaud that effort. This just seems like more of the same for me with Kyle as well. Okay, so hear me out with Sutton. Hear me out. I think that this is probably one of the best that I've seen Sutton look. I love the hair, the way it's, just kind of layered. And I think it's honestly even just it's also it might just be the hair that is doing it for me the most. The dress is relatively plain. I hate that little flower there at the collarbone, but because the dress hugs her in a way that gives her curves that we don't actually normally get to really see typically, and the way she's standing, I just kind of feel like this dress is simple, but this is one of those instances where for me, for her, it's the overall look put together that just kind of works. And in this case, it is a situation where less is a little bit more, minus that atrocious flower right there. I don't know why that's there. Maybe if it was just some type of gold something, I would appreciate it a little bit more. But I guess it does break up the dress. It is perfectly on brand for Sutton though, because I always feel like she has on something designer, but something a little like, what is that you added to it, or what? Why is that little thing there? So to me, I'm okay with this look because again, I think she brought it overall, right? All right, and Marie, Miss 8.5. So hmm, she does look like she could have been going to either the Potomac reunion or maybe even the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion from last season. Either one of those two, she could have been there, and this dress would have worked just fine. Um, hmm. The dress isn't bad. The hair isn't bad. I think it's just I haven't fallen in love with her yet. And so I'm trying to separate the personality on screen and with the look. I don't think I know enough about her and her style to really give her an honest critique. It's not a bad dress because there's some interesting things going on. And I think that the hair is the perfect contrast for the dress, but I'm just not there yet. And again, we haven't known her long enough for me to know her style to know if this is that extra or if this is what she would normally do. But it's not bad. It's just kind of middle of the road for me. I don't know where Kathy thought she was going. I mean, maybe it was to church because it's definitely giving not Dorothy's Bornak, but uh what was Dorothy's mama's name? Sophia. It's giving Sophia. Okay, was that her name? What was Dorothy's mama? Dorothy's mama in the Golden Girls. Dorothy, mom, Golden Girls. Sophia Petrillo. That's what this is giving me. Sophia Petrillo, especially with the way she got this purse dangling from her arm. I'm just kind of like, Kathy, girl, did you thought you was going to the church service? Okay, is that what you thought you was going? You was gonna need them pocketbook for some mints, to hand down to the little cheering that was making too much noise in the background. Is that what was going on here? Okay. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's just a joy to have Kathy there, and it just didn't even matter. I probably just showed up out of the blue, wandering around Studio City or something like that. How did I get here? Anyway, all right, Garcelle. So hear me out. In order for me to really critique Garcelle the way that I want to, I'm gonna actually have to go to her Instagram because this was one of those examples that I was referring to where I need to see what was intended for us to see. And what was intended for us to see looks 10 times better than the way it was presented with the photos that Bravo released. Now, let's talk about the gown in general. I feel, to be honest with you, I cannot, while I feel like she looks great here, it's very difficult for me to really give this reunion look a a really good review, mostly because I feel like I've seen this look on not only Lisa Rinna, but also on Lisa Vanderpump. It, it kind of just like a redo those dresses that I've already seen, even though I feel like she's actually got the curves to fill it out. I just feel like she could have done something more or better. The hair looks good. It's laid. Figure looks, I mean, body is bodying. So I'm not that mad at it. I don't know. I don't know. If I had to pick my top 3 looks, this is difficult. This is difficult. I like what I see here. I just don't know that I like what I saw when they posted it, when Bravo posted it. Okay, let's do the rundown. Let's see what I'm gonna give it because this is a tough one. So for me, y'all, I'm gonna have to go with my number one pick, and this is mostly I'm gonna give it the A for effort. Is Dorit. I do feel like she had a purpose and a plan. Now, where she thought she was going, I don't know because the rest of those ladies did not necessarily live up to the expectations. My next choice, I don't like the hair here. And I don't feel like she did anything extra. I might have to give it to Sutton because this is probably the best I feel like she's ever looked at a reunion. Honorable mention, maybe, and maybe honorable mention for top 3. I'm at a loss. You guys can have it on this one. But those are the reunion looks. I did what I could, guys. I did what I could. As I sit here in my stocking cap. With that being said, but I am still unpacking, so I mean, I got an excuse, right? Anyway, that's the tea that we got for y'all today. Be sure to click the like button on this video if you like reality TV related content, and also hit the subscribe button so that you guys can be subscribed to the channel. We are nearing 200,000. That is huge. So I'm super excited that you guys are here and have been rocking with me for this long. With that being said, I will catch you in the next video.